Now, after New Wish sort of ended, the fandom sort of asked a specific question. Specifically, a channel called Caleb asked this question saying, after New Wish ended, what do you want for season 2 if they get a season 2? And the fandom did not disappoint. They had dozens of comments of this specific question on Twitter answering what they wanted. And the most fascinating thing, everybody wanted the same thing, but others wanted something so left turn, but yet it kind of makes sense in the context of New Wish. And this is the reason I kind of wanted to make this sort of video, so sort of to talk about what fans want or what do you want to come out of New Wish. Yeah, sort of kind of breaking down at least sort of 10-ish, not really 10, but close to being 10 or more of things what fans want on New Wish Season 2. Of course, after I break it down what is the list, before I do that, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation, the reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, it has some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, you like how it's going, you like to help my channel, pull like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only thing you need to do. If not, that's cool too. But you do, thank you, because of you, I am getting close to my main goal of 2,000 subscribers. And I'm getting close because a lot of people like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get started of the countdown-ish of every wish list of Season 2, what they actually want. Now, start with the obvious. The two things people kind of want is basically Perry and Dev redemption. They want to see them sort of make up and becoming once more Fairy and God Kid as a team. Specifically, they want Dev to be redeemed because some people on this sort of list believe he was sort of cheated and should get forgiven what he did. But at the same time, it's sort of hard to forgive someone or pretend the things he didn't do because he didn't understand. Even though you're trying to explain it, they won't get it. So it makes sense that Dev did get punished for erasing his own memories. But at the same time, I can see why people want him to come back because Dev is just a very redeeming character because you understand his thought process. You understand he doesn't understand what's love and what actually to do the right thing, thanks to their father who really doesn't know how to care someone only in business because what happened to him with Vicky. But what's more, that's sort of what the fans actually want. They want to see a redemption arc. Someone suggested if give Dev sort of like maybe he actually get his memories by accident or something like that to actually get redeemed. Others want Deb to have a relationship with Hazel or make up their relationship once again, becoming a good person like last time. In fact, what do you want with Deb to do with Perry? Now, the second thing is sort of kind of interesting that the most vocal is they want Timmy back, but specifically they want old Timmy. They want him to actually go, Hazel to go to the past to meet Timmy, or at least mention Timmy of this very interesting god kid who broke the rules as sort of a lore base or breaking back. Specifically, young Timmy, not old Timmy. Some people want the reverse. They want old Timmy to see what's happened to him, just to making that sort of complete confirm. But some people actually want Timmy to return only in the season finale of the whole series, not on season 2, the season finale, because they people think will break sort of the mentality of New Wish and will break sort of canon, at least according to them. Now it depends on you. Do you want Timmy to come back? Yes, you want to see him the young version or the old version, or you just want to see him what's doing in the moment, or at least sort of confirm he does exist, but almost like a lore sort of cameo. Now, the third thing I want to talk about of this list is the fact something so interesting kind of bothered me, but yet it is kind of interesting. Some people want two specific things. They want Danny Phantom and Jenny Moonchomp to appear in New Wish. And that actually makes sense. Most people just want a cameo or a reference. They don't need to be in the show, just sort of a reference that exists in the universe. If you don't know, Jimmy is probably the most interesting thing because Jimmy Neutron did have a crossover with Timmy, not just one, but 3 times. All 3 very successful. In fact, it is in canon they actually do know they exist, even that Jimmy Neutron is his own show. But Danny Phantom, it's sort of interesting how people want Danny to appear in New Wish, not because you have a very strong fan base who want more Danny Phantom. It's the fact it sort of makes sense because two simple things. One, Hazel's father is obsessed with the supernatural. It sort of makes sense you should actually reference Danny or Danny's father's business of catching ghosts or the town of ghosts of where Danny lives. It just sort of makes sense in the mentality, in other words. But also makes sense because Butch Hartman, who created Very Odd Parents, also created Danny Phantom. So it kind of makes sense they should actually reference each other because the original show kind of did reference the other one, but just sort of Easter eggs. So yeah, I can see that sort of mentality. Also help they did have a crossover, a commercial one to promote Busman as the Beast, that awful last show that Butch Hartman did from Nickelodeon. But once more, that's the thing what fans want, and I feel that's sort of the most interesting thing about this list, besides the next one I'm about to talk about. Now, this fourth suggestion of New Wish, what fans want, is sort of the most realist one. It also could be the most controversial one. Is that they want Sparky and Chloe to come back, but actually fix it like they fix Poof or Perry. And that itself kind of makes sense, especially Chloe, because Chloe, believe it or not, it's not a bad idea. It's just sort of unbelievably unbelievable bad executed. In other words, I don't know how to describe it. That they do have a good idea. The fact Hazel and Dev is the same idea they tend to use the final season with Chloe and Timmy. The idea is there. They can fix Chloe, but I don't know you actually can fix Sparky because Sparky was very questionable. He also most hated, but I don't know if they have the skills or understanding, or even worse, know what to do with Sparky. But yet, I can see them taking the challenge to reintroduce them and fix them to make it more fun with the characters. But once again, it's something so strange, but yet I can see the mentality because they fix Poof, they can fix Chloe and Sparky, at least with good intention. But I don't know that every fan wants this or any fan wants to actually make this happen, or at least try of the creators of New Wish to fix those characters. Depends how you feel about these two characters. Understand me if you hate them, you don't want them to bring back. I completely agree, but yet they did with Poof. I still am very optimistic they actually can fix Chloe and Sparky. I don't know you, how you felt about this sort of recommendation to put on season 2. Tell me down below, let me know. Now the number 5 one is actually pretty interesting. It also makes a ton of sense. A lot of people want Chester and the Pixies back. It's sort of obvious Chester was sort of kind of fan favorite because how relatable he is, and some people pitch some ideas that actually make super sense, make Chester a failed or successful baseball player like his father, but the hook is let him without his back to be confident, to be that Pacific loser, that Charlie Brown who's proud who he is and proud of his accomplishments, even if he's not successful or is successful, depends of the interpretation of the creator of New Wish. And that makes sense because Chester is a very endearing character because the guy has nothing. He's broke. His life is miserable, but yet he's happy what he has. He's glad he has his father. He has just happy to be alive, and that is just so endearing. In fact, a lot of people point out the older kids in the show deserve fairies. Is Chester, but it's sort of against the rules because Chester is happy. He's not miserable like Timmy or Hazel. That makes really good sense. course, the other side of the coin, they want the Pixies. And you know what? It makes sense to bring the Pixies, especially how the showrunners did tweet it out that was planning to show up the Pixies on season finale on season 1, but things served not with their how they wanted, so had to replace them as the anti-fairies. But there also is one major problem. The original voice actor who plays all the characters of the Pixies passed away, and it's sort of hard to replace that voice actor because that voice actor had a very unique voice. He sounds dull, almost unplugged, almost robotic, but yet still human. And that is just a really hard thing to pull off, replace that specific character, because the character is a reflection of the voice actor's own voice and the tone he carries himself in real life. So yeah, I can see it's sort of hard to bring him back. Of course, they can easily upgrade him to do something more sort of makes sense on the real world, like a trend center type of voice or a fake enthusiasm voice. They can reinterpret it very different to bring it back, but at the same time would piss a lot of fans because it's not the same. But once more, they can try. In fact, do you want to bring the Pixies back or not even knowing the voice actor who passed away given the voice? Of course, some of you are saying, well, someone can mimic his voice. You can, but it's sort of hard to mimic a very unique voice like the original voice actor of Pixies. Of course, that's basically what the main problem of the Pixies. Of course, it's up to you. You want them or not? Tell me down below. Let me know. Now, the next suggestion what fans actually want is sort of surprising. They want Mark back. If you don't know Mark, Mark is basically the alien who's trying to run away for his destiny to marry a space princess who is gorgeous, but to Mark, she's ugly because he's an alien and have different opinions of beauty. And he just ran away and pretended to be human. But the whole gag, he's sort of like a surfer slacker bro, but he's just so charming. And every time they attempted to hurt him or beat him up with the bully, he just likes it. Ironically, he accidentally becomes a more popular kid in school. Like everything about this character is ironic, it's fun and unique. But once more, I don't know you want Mark back, but nobody really suggests what kind of storyline to give Mark. I think the only problem is his arc has ended, but I don't mind to see him do at least like a joke, side joke, or appear like a cameo a few seconds. I'm fine with that, but I'm still sort of struggling how to bring him back. Maybe by Chester or AJ, specifically AJ because he is a scientist who maybe tried a Mark. That could be a possibility, or he became more famous. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with Mark, but once more, he's that likable. Yeah, I understand what people want him. In fact, what kind of storyline can you think to bring Mark back in the main series? Tell me down below. Let me know. Now, these two other characters was sort of surprised because they are kind of relatable, same not. It's basically Plexiplast and Fandissimo. Both characters is sort of kind of Dev Improve 2.0, in other words, because Plexiplast, he is the original kind of rich kid who is miserable because his parents don't give attention to him. But the only difference is his parents did love him, but he had this sort of self-hatred that why I'm not happy, why my parents not close to me. And it doesn't make sense that Timmy have two fairy odd parents and parents who love him and who have spare time to give him. And that's one of the things that annoy him the most. This is the reason why he dedicated himself to destroy Timmy and his fairies. But over the seasons, he did grow immaturely a little bit more sophisticated. But I think this is the reason why they want the Plexipathy to come back to show he is fully developed, fully grown, and show Dev the way, or show him attention who he needs to be a better character. That itself is a pitch of some of the fans. You know what? I like it. I want that. Even that I don't think Plexipathy, I can't say his name's right, I apologize. That is kind of interesting, but I never fall in love with this character. But I can see the angle. I see the interest. I can see you use the metaphor of him to death. It just seems actually can actually work. I don't know you. You want when Decimo and a Pesiplasty, I can't say his name right, I apologize, to come back, tell me down below, let me know. Now, this sort of wish list kind of surprising, especially these two characters they asked. Specifically, they want Trixie and Tootie to come back. They want to see Tootie to see how her life got better or wiser over the years. They also want to see Trixie to see if she's still popular or that sort of a manipulation to become popular or rich and famous. Even that Trixie was rich, so yeah, I can see that interest that she could be developed or could be the sort of the proper way to develop a child over the years, not even having their parents. I can see that. Also, I'm 100% sure fans want to see which one marry which and which one have bad blood because they just enjoy the gossip of this universe of this specific characters. And I found it fascinating because I do want to see Tootie what happened to her that is supposedly that she married Timmy or you believe that Trixie married Timmy. It's up to your opinion, but usually it's leaning to Tootie married Timmy. But it's up to your opinion, whatever you choose. But besides that, I really don't have much to say. It's just sort of surprised they actually want them back. But be fair, they were sort of not top 10 fan favorites, but they find them fascinating and interesting because how kind of deep, or at least semi-deep, they actually made them in the series. I mean, semi. Usually they link to the comedy, the actually deepness. But yeah, you can see you could actually build some deep character moments with these two characters done right, especially with New Wish. Now, our last suggestion on the wish list by the fans is that give more time to Win and Jess because they are cute characters, but honestly, you don't get to really know them. And I think that's sort of the main problem that everybody see potential of these characters, but not really fully focusing or give them a dedicated character for them. They have moments, but nothing really understand them as well. You can argue one character is a little bit developed than the other, but even that, you don't get to know them. Even that you introduce them a personal episode to understand them a little bit more, yet you don't know them completely. They're there, but you don't know their interests. It's just sort of kind of confusing that you introduce so many good characters, but you leave Win and Jasmine out. Even that they are not Tootie, Hazel best friends. I thought that's sort of weird sort of choice. Hopefully they won't fix them on season 2 because that is one of the major complaints of New Wish. They didn't have enough time with these two characters. They just want at least one episode dedicated with each one or share one dedicated episode of both of them because to compare to Timmy fan like Chester and AJ, they did have dedicated episodes or different point of views or how to use them better in the series. But of course, the original series did have 10 seasons, so they have a lot of time to play with them. But besides that, that's the only things their fans actually want. At least for right now, I do understand, I do miss some of them, but besides that, I don't want to make this video longer. In fact, what do you think you need to, or what do you want to bring back or fix in New Wish on season 2 if they get a new season? Tell me down below, let me know. And also tell me what do I miss of the wish list of fans because there were a lot of things people want. Yeah, I don't think I cover every single one. I know I probably missed some of them. So that's what I meant. Tell me down below. What do you think you need on the list or people or I missed on the list? Tell me down below. Let me know. Now I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.